The first reaction is I feel so numb by Matthew. Like, so let's into this vaccine 3, 2, 1.
You know, I always thought to be dead inside meant that you felt nothing at all. But I've come to find out that it means you feel everything, intensely, all at once, and you have no idea where to go, no idea
Yeah.
where to turn. It seems like everything in your life that could go right goes wrong.
Yeah.
It feels like you're not living right, like you're not living the way you want to.
Yeah.
You feel like you're not where you be.
Yeah.
Well, at least you feel like you're not where you should be. You know, but let's say we stepped out of the box for a second. We could snap our fingers and magically be where we want to be.
Yeah.
I guarantee if we did that little snap thing and went where we wanted to go, we would probably still feel the same way. Because it's not where we are.
Yeah.
No. It's who we are. We're not comfortable with who we see in the mirror, with what we do.
Yeah.
But that's where you'll find it. That's exactly where it starts to get unique. Because you have been there.
Yeah.
For things, people have said things to you that no one else has been there for except yourself. You know, in the back of your mind, you have to deal with the friend that hurts themselves.
Yeah.
And you know they're hurting themselves, but there's nothing you could do to stop them. You know, you care about them so much. You know, but care doesn't do anything. You know, looking at your wounds won't heal mine.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of the plenty of things running through the wild one's mind. You know, thinking about how tomorrow is not going to turn out right. Trying to keep up with a fast life. Everything is moving so fast, it's hard for anybody to process anything. And then you start not caring. I don't care about myself. I don't care what happens to me.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
The truth.
As long as it's not a painful death, I don't care if I die.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't want to be here. Not at all. And that obviously might sound like, oh, I don't know. I don't even know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, it doesn't matter how much I talk about it. It doesn't matter how much I say it. How much I call and scream out for help. It's literally the same exact stuff. It's the same exact choices, same exact cliche, routine, habit, whatever. Same people, the same things. You pray, you hope for someone to come out there and save you. You know, if it's an animal, a magical unicorn, somebody that... Anybody. Your parents, your friends.
Yeah.
The girl you just met.
Yeah.
The guy you just met at the bar.
Yeah.
At this point, you don't care. You just want to be saved.
Yeah.
By anybody. You know, because to everyone else, it looks like you're doing so well.
So well, yeah.
I try to see everything so honestly. But I find it extremely, extremely hard to tell. You know, I can't just put my head down and expect life to just happen. You know, I can't sleep in my bed all day and just sleep my life away and expect something to happen. Nothing will. You need to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't hustle towards something, you'll get nowhere. You know, even if it is a job at Walmart, a job at the Dunkin' Donuts, a job doing something, anything. Because the truth is, the unfortunate reality, when you start to grow up, you need money to survive, you know?
Yeah.
How could you sleep at night when you have bills that need to be paid? When you have dues that need to be met? Maybe it was never about proving yourself. It was about improving yourself. You know, because a lot of people think it's about what they acquire on the journey. A lot of people think that about what they acquire on the journey makes them who they are. What they acquire on the journey makes them who they are. No! Who you become on the journey is what is important. Because you're not behind in your own journey. You're just on your own timeline. Don't compare yourself to anybody else except for who you were yesterday. Because if you compare yourself to who somebody else is today, that doesn't make any sense. Because they're not you. They haven't gone through what you've gone through. You don't need to go and live in somebody else's house and live in their shoes to be able to empathize with somebody. That's the part of humanity that we're all lacking nowadays. We're lacking that empathy bone, the power to care, because everyone is just so careless.
Yeah.
You're at your table at a restaurant, and you get upset that you have to wait longer and longer to even pay your bill. But then there's people outside this very restaurant that don't even have anything to eat at all. All they have is their dog and a cardboard sign that says, "I have nothing to eat." But you drive by, you don't even look at them, like it's not even real. Maybe your problems aren't real. Maybe you're not real. Maybe nothing is. But this is the choice that all of us get to make. After you're done watching this video, after I'm done making it.
Yeah.
Do we want something greater?
Yeah.
Do we actually want to live?
Yeah. We all want to live. Yeah.
Unfortunately, for most people, the answer really is no. You don't want to live. Because your actions are speaking much loudly than the way you're expressing yourself.
Well, really?
You're always looking down at the floor. Your body always feels so drained. You wake up in the morning and all you want to do is take the blanket and put it right back over your head. You said you were going to cut out the distractions this year. You said you were going to take the leap of faith this year.
The leap of faith.
You've done nothing.
Yeah.
You've sat there, taking out the trash, looking up into the sky at the stars, asking why.
Yeah, why?
Wondering what it all means. Why would I worry about my problems when I can't take them when I'm gone?
Yeah.
The unfortunate realization here is that when the only time people actually care about you is when you're gone.
Well, really?
The only time you actually care about the things that you have is when they're gone. Don't wait to be grateful for something until it's gone. Don't. Because even the other morning, I woke up to my papa screaming my name, and my Nana was very pale, very sick, and as some of you guys know, she's very sick. She has stage 4 lung cancer, and it's something that's in the back of my mind.
That's full. Wow,
it was a random day. It was just random. Everything is just all random. You don't know when something could be taken away from you.
Yeah.
So just enjoy it while you have it, I guess. Life could be horrible. Life could be great.
Yeah.
Life could be whatever you decide to make it.
Yeah.
That's the coolest part.
The coolest.
Is that you get to decide. The time seems to just roll off your fingers.
Yeah.
Because when you start talking about things that actually make sense, that's when it all starts to roll. Or maybe nothing will. Maybe you'll just sit there.
Yeah.
Do nothing. Like me. And you'll continue to hate yourself. Continue to bring yourself down that hole, that spiral. You're digging yourself deeper. This is the exact feeling that I'm talking about. The one where you feel like you can't do anything at all. So it stops you in your tracks. and you end up nowhere. Because
Yeah.
you're not trapped in life. You're trapped in your head.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something right now. When you search deep enough and you can't find the truth,
Yeah.
no matter how hard you try, that's kind of what I mean, everybody. The little edit there, because as I was filming my video, my papa was outside in my in-ground pool, and it's raining, so I'm not even too sure why he's out there in the first place, but he slipped down into the bottom of the deep end.
Wow, really?
And
There you go.
everything is fine, but just that just shows again how sudden, how quick things just happen.
Yeah.
You know, and just I don't even know. My mind is just scrambled. That's just life. You know, life is what happens when you're busy doing something else. That's the crazy reality. Okay, so I'm not even too sure what I was saying before, but we're just gonna end this video here because I don't even know. Just today, myself. I mean, I can barely even get out of bed.
Wow,
I can barely even speak anymore. I can barely even look around. I can barely even do anything. I barely even lift my arms up to even move.
Wow.
You know, it's getting pretty bad. You know, but like I said before, doesn't matter how many videos you watch on the internet. Doesn't matter how many TikTok scrolls, how many people you talk to, how many medications you take, how many times you get high, how many alcohol bottles you drink, how many cigarette packs you smoke. You will feel the same way until you decide to change. And most people never decide to make that change.
True.
I may be one of those people.
Really?
Or maybe I'm not. You know, I don't want to solidify myself in that. You know, because it's possible that I could be different, you know, and be happy. You know, I don't even want to talk about happiness, because sometimes I feel like it'd be better off if I didn't even know what that word was. You know, the more you ask yourself, I want to be happy, I want to be happy, I want to be happy.
I want to be happy too. Happy. Comment below if you're happy. Comment below.
Reinforcing the fact that you're not. You know, I want to be confident. I want to be confident. You're confident about the fact that you're not confident.
Yeah.
So you're always confident. Just you're confident in the fact that you're not confident. That's enough rambling. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for listening to me just go off and complain, because that's all I seem to do. Just fucking complain. Get out there. Stay positive.
Yeah, stay positive.
Don't be a complainer. Accept the things you cannot control in this life. Because most things you have to just accept you can't control. You know, I don't think you want to control everything. You know, it would be hard. You know, I mean, you can't even pick what you're going to eat for dinner every day, let alone every single event that takes place in your life. I guess I'm going to go and fix situations. You know, because sometimes it feels like you got to do everything.
Yeah.
You know, but realize this, everybody. You could do anything. You just can't do everything.
Yeah, true, yeah.
So stay positive.
Stay positive, yeah.
I'm going to go, not even too sure what I'm going to go do. But you go do something productive. Or just enjoy life. Or just be, I don't know. Don't let me dictate you. I don't even know what I'm talking about half the time. Goodbye. I'll see you guys next time.
Wow. Again, in a few minutes, so drop a like if you like and comment below if you want to see more reaction like this one. Subscribe if you're new and click the bell so you can be notified for minute blog in about. And if you're watching on Twitter, follow me in the link to the stream will be on top. So upload and click the bell so you can be notified for minute blog in minute go up. Yeah, I'm not bye. Uh, if you watching on Twitter, follow me and click the bell so you can be notified when I post or upload. You know what? Bye.